This is Ron Harvey with Echelon Environmental, and I'm chopping up the HWGIR into fine little bits of regulatory dining for all of you hyper-regulated business owners and managers out there in bureaucratistan America. The HWGIR is the Hazardous Waste Generator Improvement Rule, EPA's most recent changes to the regulations. Okay, we're going to get on with it here and get to HWGIR bit number 4, where we're going to talk about the preparedness and prevention requirements in the new regulations. Now, again, okay, these only apply to small quantity generators, but you very small quantity generators might want to adopt some of these things. In particular, well, we'll talk about that, but you just don't want to be completely unprepared or have no means of prevention of any kind of spills and responses and stuff. You want to make sure that you've got something. Okay, I mean, I would, if I was a V-squeegee, I wouldn't just be totally unprepared for any bad things. So we begin here. I'm going to be reading this off of the screen here, so I don't have a piece of paper this time. So basically, one of the main premises here is that a small quantity generator must maintain its operations and facility to minimize the possibility of fire, explosion, or unplanned releases. Okay, hey, good idea. Better be like that. Okay, and so there's a list of required equipment that you're supposed to have on site, on hand, ready to go. You need to have different types of communication, an internal alarm system, if necessary, a device such as a telephone, and remember, this was written back before cell phones, like a long time before cell phones, maybe even before the fax, and let's see, portable fire extinguishers. Here's an important one: water at adequate volume and pressure to supply water hose systems for the fire department, not necessarily yourself. If you've got a fire hydrant outside, you want to make sure that that thing is going to give enough pressure and volume to the fire department if they need it. You need to test your communications and alarm systems to make sure that they work. And I would assume that you want to test them monthly or something like that. Access to communication or alarm system. Whenever hazardous waste is being poured, mixed, or otherwise handled, all personnel involved in the operation must have immediate access to internal alarm or communications. Absolutely got to have that. If something goes wrong, you want to make sure you can get on top of it right away. Let's see, required aisle space, arrangements with local authorities. This is where a lot of small quantity generators fall flat on their face, okay? They don't do this. And it's a relatively complex thing, but basically you're supposed to notify the police, the fire department, the hospital, the LEPC in your neighborhood of your activities. Okay, you've just got to make efforts to get in touch with these people and let them know what you have. And then the last bit here is emergency procedures. At all times there must be one employee on the premises or on call who has the capability and the responsibility of responding to spills. Just got to have one of them. Let's see, and then the standard posting. All small quantity generators have to have information nearby phones that could be used to call in the case of an emergency. And there's a whole list of information that needs to be on that piece of paper or placard or sign, whatever you want to have there. And so that pretty much wraps up preparedness and prevention. In the old days, it was literally spread out through about 5 different sections of the book. It was a pain in the butt to follow. You needed a bunch of fingers to stick in the pages. But they cleaned that up a little bit, actually quite a bit. I got to give them credit. They took all that stuff from these different places, put it all together, and now it kind of makes sense. So anyways, that's it. Preparedness and prevention. Make sure you got it. Thanks. So that's today's HWGIR bit. There's a lot to know about these new regulations, and I've prepared some information to help you folks out. If you look below this video, you will see some resources that you can use to get in compliance with the Hazardous Waste Generator Improvement Rule. This is Ron Harvey, signing off.